Man, I did that with the host too. I really liked the host. It was so much better than, I liked it a lot. Bring up me, just sort of like I played Skyrim Leroy Jenkins style. Nice. You know, counts as block and slay the spire, lethal damage, same concept. Nice. Yeah, I definitely ripped through Hunger Games pretty quick.
I could eat a horse.
Yeah, I remember being, like, stoked for the host movie coming out. And it was the, you know, the first time I'd heard Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Like, that song was on repeat for weeks. Trilogy siblings. We still got a bunch of sticks, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna sleep for an hour. That's better. Third trilogy is usually trash. That's stretching for content, no kidding. Especially when they insist on breaking the third into two. Like, even though Deathly Hallows was definitely a long book that they probably needed more than one movie to fit in everything, it still felt like it went so slow because they were able to cover so much. And the story didn't happen as fast as the other movies did because they weren't cramming. No, we'll just keep going. I think I'll be okay. On food. Got some cattails. Yeah, that's true. I was reading a book that Jennifer Hale recommended to me, actually, and that one was like, hold up. I need to read like one chapter of this and then sleep on it, because I need to digest this. Thinking while reading? No way. I mean, you don't have to reread the same paragraph 85 times before you have any clue what you just read?
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
You'll think of any third movies that were great. Okay. Somewhat hot take. It's technically not the third movie. It would have been the fourth movie, so I guess it doesn't count. Fourth movie, third book. Breaking Dawn Part 2. I know, it's Twilight, but listen. I will never have an experience in my life again, like I did, sitting in the theater on opening day of Breaking Dawn Part 2
Sure getting cold.
when the entire Cullen family was slaughtered in an instant. That moment in a crowd of people who had read the book and were seeing the movie for the first time and were all stoked about it. That was the most insane theater-going experience of my life. It was nutty. I've never been so just, like, outraged, intrigued, shocked, curious, confused. It was a Red Wedding moment, but it was like the Red Wedding happening in Game of Thrones, but no Red Wedding happened in the book. It just didn't happen in the book. So everyone's watching this like, what the entire fuck is happening? There's more than 3 movies. The third's probably gonna be bad, but if it's just 3 movies, the second one is the worst. For example, Lost Boys. Oh, and hi, Blaze Fire Dragon. Welcome on in. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's that kind of like in-between stage where it's like, it's not the grand finale that we've been working up to for the past few movies. It's the filler in between is always kind of rough. Oh, I didn't. Are these cold yet? They're not cold yet. I'll try it. I mean, I can tell you this much.
Cold.
Oh, this one is cold now. It says cold, and it's not orange, so I don't think that it's warming up. Yeah, I think it would say. If it were. Oh, did I walk past meat? No, I ate all that, I think. Oh, here we go. I got rabbit meat. Perfect. I skipped school to watch the whole series. The movie theaters in part 2 came out. Craziest theater experience ever. I'm so glad that someone else gets it. Like, it's difficult to describe how shocking it was. And then the reveal of, like, how that was happening before our eyes, I was just like, oh. Like coming off of a roller coaster. It was nuts.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, that would be so cool if you could just on the move warm your teas back up. Hunger Games movies, I love the first 2, third was meh, and the last was better. Yeah. I think I had a similar experience. But yeah, I am really excited for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. How companies rush directors and writers to run to the bank while people are still interested. Yeah. Yep. I mean, we finally watched the next Fantastic Beasts movie. Not that I found Fantastic Beasts all that entertaining. But the second one was like, oh my god. I was more entertained by the wiki after I got confused who the fuck Ezra Miller's crazy ass was playing. And after I sat there and went, Ezra Miller literally assaults fans on video. We still have him, but we weren't okay with Johnny Depp after a totally baseless accusation that was proven to be false. Cool. Anyway. I think you did, but I probably don't remember it because I haven't seen it yet. So feel free to regale me again.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Gale is a likable character. I mean, I had little interest in either of the potential love interests. I particularly was unimpressed by Peeta, book and movie. Like, if anything, Josh Hutcherson made him more likable, but I still didn't care for him at all. Fantastic characters, but the story was literal garbage. Yeah, I was. That's exactly the experience I had. I was like, oh, I'm really curious about this character. But they didn't explain any of it. At least not in an audible way, because they were all mumble acting anyway. And so I ended up reading, like, the wiki on that character, and that was it. Like, that was the most entertaining part of my night there. Oh, speaking of James Bond, we just watched No Time to Die. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but what the fuck were you guys talking about? Maybe not you guys, but people were praising it to the ends of the earth, and I watched it and was just not impressed. Not impressed. I of course wanted an entire movie about the villain because he was the only one I cared about. But that was it. I didn't give a single shit. It was me. I threw darts at the trap. Yeah, the latest one. With Rami Malek. My, like, favorite fucking human being on the face of the earth. I left halfway through and my mom told me it wasn't worth finishing. Yeah. I was just sitting there waiting for him to come back on screen. Well, what a weird waste of his talents. That film. Oh, I'm sure they didn't age well, probably for a number of reasons. Take 2 of a most likely terrible decision. We'll definitely stop for venison, though. Sound cut out for a sec. Oh, it absolutely does. They just try to be covert about it. Except when they don't. We want to go to Bear Bend. Bear Bend, Bear's End. Bear End, whatever it is.